How can we use social influence? Part 2. In Part 1, we learned about influence principles and social norms. Now let's learn about conformity and influence tactics. Conformity is the changing of our attitudes and behaviors to match the group's attitudes and behaviors. Most people conform to some set of social norms, such as reciprocity. When someone does something kind for us, we want to reciprocate with another act of kindness. Even primates conform to this norm by cleaning bugs from each other's fur. There are at least 2 reasons we conform. Reason number 1 is when we don't know what to do, we conform because we think other people know what to do. Pretend you are a new employee at your organization, and you are presented with an ethical dilemma of low moral intensity. The research suggests you would probably reach out to your new coworkers for more information about what to do. This reason is illustrated by Sharif's well-known experiment. Participants sat in a dark room and were asked to estimate how far a dot of light moved on the wall. The dot wasn't actually moving, but an optical illusion made it appear to move. When they were alone, they estimated a wide range of numbers. When they discussed their estimations within a group, they changed their estimations to match those of the group. This study was one of the first to identify our tendency to conform when we don't know the answer or when we don't know what to do. The second reason we conform is because we don't want to be rejected by our peers. When coworkers are gossiping about other employees, for example, you might listen in to get the scoop. Failing to conform and not listening in could mean you are left out of the conversation altogether. Osh's well-known experiment illustrates this reason. Participants in a group indicated which line, A, B, or C, matched the length of a standard line. Of course, the answer is obviously B. But when other group members, who actually worked for the researcher, gave wrong answers, participants conformed 37% of the time. Why? To fit in with the group. Both studies demonstrate that the presence of other people can influence our perceptions and lead us to make the wrong decision. Managers need to be aware of the pressure to conform so they can combat it. When the pressure to conform is strong, employees might keep their ideas to themselves or refrain from pointing out others' mistakes. In some organizations, this can lead to devastating outcomes. Consider the fatal explosion of the Space Shuttle Challenger in 1986. The shuttle's top engineer expressed concerns about the faulty O-rings before the launch, but he was pressured by others to sign off on it. Influence tactics are another source of influence. Influence tactics are strategies designed to influence others and get them to commit to our request. Personal appeals rely on likability and interpersonal skills. Consultation means including other people in the decision-making process. Inspirational appeals generate enthusiasm by connecting with people's emotions and values. Coalition tactics involve building a group of influential people and leveraging their power. Ingratiation is the use of praise, flattery, or humor. Exchange tactics include making promises and trading favors. Rational persuasion relies on reason, logic, and facts to change people's minds. Pressure uses demands or intimidation to coerce compliance. The research suggests the most frequently used tactics, like rational persuasion and pressure, are not the most effective. Instead, personal appeals, consultation, and inspirational appeals are more likely to result in commitment. Social influences play a major role in how we think and act. Managers who understand these social forces are better prepared to offset their influence